Thank you, Madam Speaker. We've heard some debate about a number of things this evening: emotions, rights, rational thinking, and definitions of assault weapons. We're here to debate whether or not these weapons should be illegal. That is true. There's no question. Let's get back to these emotions. There is no doubt that emotion arises due to the senseless loss of life. And that can be motivating, just like a number of other things that bring us here to do work for the people of this state. And I know that I don't know a lot about guns, but what I do know and don't know about guns, Madam Speaker, has no impact, has no mitigating impact on my ability to understand the impact to our state and to the people of this country when weapons like this are available freely, easily to people who will use them to do harm. Let's talk about our rights. Madam Speaker, my kids, my students, your son, they have the right to go to school without fearing what will happen when they get there, and as parents, without us fearing whether or not they will come home. Our friends have the right to go to a nightclub, to go to their place of worship, to get their nails done at the mall, without fearing what will happen as a result of too easy of access to these defined assault weapons. So yeah, we can be driven by our interest in protecting our rights, but these are the rights I'm here to protect with my yes vote tonight. These are the rights I'm here to protect. Not what I can purchase or use, but where I can go, where I can pray, where I can learn. And I want that for every other Washingtonian. Please vote yes on this life-saving bill.
Further remarks, the member from the 9th District, Representative Dye.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Tonight we have heard that this bill is about banning access to weapons so that we can stop mass shootings in our schools, and it's a laudable goal. But is that really the correct policy to accomplish that goal? We've heard that women are purchasing firearms at a higher rate now than ever before, that 3.6 million weapons have been purchased by women in the United States since 2019. And we've been told in the intent section that there's a disparaging comment that young men are inclined to become violent because they have access to these weapons. But I think that we're missing the point. I think that there's something going on deeper in our culture as I have studied and learned more about the issues that are happening to our boys and our men. There's something that happens in the psyche of people that they start to realize a sense of hopelessness when these disparagements are culturally systemic from the time they're young. And there's abuse and neglect in their home. And they state at that point of despair that they feel useless and they feel worthless. And in that sense, they feel like, do they really matter? And they imagine themselves in a heroic display. And it may be that it's more that we ourselves are not meeting the needs properly. And perhaps we should look at that first before we start reaching down deep into the shifting sands of the social construct, a promise that is inherent in our founding first rights. That point where we believe that these were such a solid foundational baseline for truth and freedom. And instead of doing that to all citizens of this state, maybe we should look at deeply into the souls of our young men and question ourselves, are we meeting their needs? I beg you, Madam Speaker, please vote no on this policy. Thank you.